Hi there, Cosmic Bunny here, and I'm back with more personal picks of what you should buy on Steam Summer Sale. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to chat, you can catch me on Twitch. So, let's get started. This game is dirty cheap. It's an open world action game. It offers car chases, lots of martial arts, combat and shootouts along with a good and long story with great character design and diverse gameplay. Mostly it's non-stop action, but you also have some side activities to do. The game is overshadowed by GTA, but in many areas this one is even better. If you enjoy open world action games like Yakuza and GTA, it's a must-have. Detroit Become Human is the only game where choices really matter. The story also has branching paths, and depending on your choices, you even can miss the whole levels in this game. The characters also could die, and the game just continues. It has so many outcomes that it boggles the mind. On top of that, it offers a good story and lovable characters. If you enjoy narrative games with choices, this is a must-have. Graphics are stunning, game is pretty long, and every playthrough could be different. Go and buy it. Inokuni came out when there was lack of JRPGs and it filled that Final Fantasy void. It's an amazing JRPG which reminds you a bit of Final Fantasy and Pokémon. Studio Ghibli did the art style, so if you love their movies, you'll be at home. The story is not as colorful as the game itself. The story is quite dark actually and involves topics about depression and dealing with it. It offers plenty hours of enjoyment, collecting the monsters, feeding them, growing them and making them fight for you. Every JRPG fan should pick this one up. The whole Yakuza saga is worth picking up if you love beat-em-ups and action games with high emphasis on the story. These games offer insane amount of content. It's funny actually because all the games have tiny maps, although there's more content than in Ask Creed games. You will find something to do on every corner, sub-stories which are hilarious, plenty of minigames or even real classic games which you can play inside the game. The main story is really complex crime drama which will make you cry, and side content is stupidly funny. It's absurd at times. And don't forget you're smashing faces all the time. Start with Yakuza 0 and go up to Yakuza 6. If you don't like action games, you could try Yakuza Like a Dragon, which is a reboot and it's a turn-based RPG. Horizon Zero Dawn is one of the best open-world action games in the past years. It looks beautiful, offers a good story, with lots of content and huge map to explore. There's the right amount of content, not too much and not too little. Don't expect Ask Creed level of question mark simulator. Blech. This game shines at its core mechanic, which is combat. It's so diverse, fluid and responsive that you don't even want to avoid random enemies, you just want to fight them. If you enjoy action games, there's hard to find a better candidate. Kingdom Come Deliverance is open-world RPG which is trying to be realistic. It's an extremely fun game. The map is modeled after real location. It isn't very big, but there's enough to explore and get at least 100 hours of enjoyment. The game is realistic and has some interesting mechanics. Like for example, to improve your skills, you need to do certain actions instead of just leveling your character. Want to improve lockpicking? Pick locks. Want to improve bow aim? Use the bow. The story might not be the best, but side quests compensate for that. They are on par with Witcher 3 quests, long quest lines with multiple outcomes, and some of them are hilarious. You will laugh so much playing this. It may be clunky or even buggy at times, but nothing game-breaking. Just get it if you love open-world RPGs.
Remember, it's a dangerous world out there.
Disco Elysium is one of the best, if not the best RPGs of all time. The world, the atmosphere, the characters, unique dialogue system, which is extremely deep and complex. It offers the ultimate RPG experience. It makes you think about existence in the world or even universe itself. It makes you question everything, even your own beliefs. The game is highly political and philosophical, but it doesn't promote any political ideology, except, well, for maybe mocking fascism, of course. Instead, it questions all the ideologies and even mocking each one of them, at the same time trying to sell that ideology to you by giving logical reasons to follow it. And this is what makes this game so unique. It's dark, like extremely dark trip through your inner self. Although at the same time, it's also extremely funny. Just buy it at any price. Death Stranding is one of the games worth picking up if you love unique, original, innovative games. But it's not for everyone. You will either love it or hate it. This is the case most of the time. It offers desolate, yet one of the most beautiful and impressive open worlds, great story accompanied by wonderful characters, stunning soundtrack and great game design. Prepare to watch a bunch of cutscenes. And for confusing story, although it nowhere near as confusing as Metal Gear Solid series, and you will not have any problems understanding the story, because the game eventually explains it pretty well. Gameplay is repetitive, but every journey, even through the same path, could be very different. You have plenty of tools and gadgets and must use them all. Scenery will constantly change and you stumble upon new challenges almost every time. Don't miss on this one.
What isn't? But we're still here. We're still chugging along.
Enslaved Odyssey to the West is a quite old game but still holds up pretty well and it's worth your attention. It's an action game with fun combat, lots of climbing and great story. The levels are very diverse, so the game never becomes repetitive. It's done by Ninja Fury, so you know what to expect, I guess. Main characters are very well done and character development is great. Combat is extremely fun and you have plenty of moves and skills at your disposal. It's dirty cheap on sale, so just buy it. Come on. Hitman series, starting with the first reboot, is a fucking masterpiece. Maybe developers made some questionable choices regarding all the different editions, fiasco, And then exclusivity deal. Blech. But these are masterpieces, best Hitman games ever. I highly suggest buying Hitman free since all the content from previous two games carries over. So the game is just your playground and it's up to your imagination how you kill your targets. There's also main story missions, but they are like tutorials. True game opens up when you don't have any hand holding. It's a sandbox murdering simulator and one of the best stealth games ever made. Grab this one, it's also pretty relaxing. So, these are my picks. I hope you like them. I hope you're gonna buy at least a couple of these. And as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thank you very much. And yeah, and check my Twitch maybe. Okay, thank you guys. Oh yeah, links in the description. And for now, bye, until next time.